All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So, funny enough, I actually just filmed the JJ Watt video, right? His release and 3 potential team fits where I can see Watt landing. But interestingly enough, I got a notification on my phone while I was filming that video, right? Supposedly, ESPN is reporting that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Deshaun Watson or the New York Jets are not high on Deshaun Watson's list, right? List of teams to be traded to. And that's confusing to me. It kind of contradicts everything that we've heard before, right? Which is the Jets are the top team on Deshaun Watson's list because of the New York media market, because of off-the-field branding, because of Robert Saleh, because of the Jets' financial freedom and as far as cap space and draft picks are concerned. So we've heard two completely different things here. I highly doubt Deshaun Watson just woke up today and just said, I'm actually not feeling the Jets anymore. I don't like Robert Saleh. New York is actually not a big place to brand, right? It's not a big market. I highly doubt that. Okay, so and by the way, we've also heard that earlier, right? Not earlier today, but earlier as in like a week or two ago, Deshaun Watson wants to leave Houston. That's it. He doesn't care where he goes. He's not going to veto a trade anywhere. He just wants to leave. He just does not want to play in Houston, whether it's Washington, Miami, New England, Chicago, New Orleans, San Francisco, Jets, whoever. He just does not want to be a Texan. Bottom line, he does not want to be a Texan. Okay, so and then it begs the question: what's the point of a list, right? What's the point of having a top list? Do you think at this point Deshaun Watson's going to give his list of favorite teams that he wants to go to, and then Houston, David Culley, and these guys are going to look at it and be like, "Oh, okay, awesome. Thanks so much, Deshaun. We're gonna hit up the first team that you put on your list, so we can get you set up nice." I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. And then Houston, I mean, they're talking about right now about keeping him. They don't even want to trade him. So we have a lot of moving parts. We have a lot of different heads talking. It's becoming a circus. It's just becoming too much of a whirlwind at this point. Like, Deshaun Watson's not picking up the phone. He's not talking to Houston at all. We have the Texans organization. We have the Texans beat writers. We have Deshaun Watson and his party. We have the entire media, which is this completely separate entity. And then we have like all of the, every fan base from Houston and all of the teams that need quarterbacks. All right. So it's just becoming too much of a frenzy, I feel like, at this point. So with that being said, I feel like the best way of thinking would be just to kind of of course, wait and see. But for me personally, I'm just going to stick with the 4 teams that, for me, have made sense since the beginning. Number 1, the New York Jets. Just despite this report that came out today of, oh, they're not high on the Jets list, I still think the Jets make so much sense. If the Jets strike up a deal or call Houston and say, hey, we'll offer you the 2nd overall pick, this, and this, and Houston likes the offer, they're going to do it. Deshaun Watson, I highly doubt, would veto that trade and remain in Houston and go through this entire process again. I don't see that happening. Okay, so the Jets make a lot of sense. Number 2, the Carolina Panthers. Carolina has been in the quarterback market with Matthew Stafford. They're interested in Deshaun Watson. They're unfortunately going to be missing out on Trevor Lawrence, probably Zach Wilson and Justin Fields, unless somebody slips. So we also know that they want to move off of Teddy Bridgewater. They don't have a long-term option on the roster. They want to upgrade that position. The offer that they put into Detroit for Stafford was insane, right? I think it was a 5th-round pick. The 8th overall pick and Teddy Bridgewater for Stafford, and they said no. Okay, so we know Carolina wants to upgrade that position. Essentially, that would be like him going home because it would be so close to Georgia. He also played college ball in South Carolina. So it would be a nice little homecoming, essentially. Team number 3 is the Miami Dolphins. I mean, number 1, the trade package would be great. Multiple first-round picks. You're looking at the team last season, coming off a double-digit win year with a great defense, a great special teams unit, and a great coaching staff. All of the issues with that team last year were pertaining to the offensive side of the football, right? Specifically the quarterback position, just Tua just throwing the ball seemingly like 5 yards through the air every single play, right? Check down. There was just no dynamic threat on the Dolphins offense at all. There was no creativity. There was no explosiveness in the least, all right? And then team number 4 is the Denver Broncos, just because I feel like the Broncos are just so desperate to get back in the limelight. They have kind of a win now team. They have a bunch of young weapons on the offensive side of the football with Sutton, with Fant, with Lindsey, with Jerry Jeudy, with Hamler. Okay, so I really like Denver, man. That's a team right now. They have a lot of good young players on the come up that aren't being paid a lot. And then on defense, you have a lot of aging older players on big contracts. They just cut AJ Boye, but they still have a couple others, Kareem Jackson, Von Miller, obviously. Sorry. I think Von Miller's actually a free agent. Could be wrong on that. Anyway, Denver, to me, makes a lot of sense for Deshaun Watson. I could see them pulling the trigger and then parting ways with Drew Lock one way or another. So Jets, Dolphins, Broncos, and then, of course, the Carolina Panthers. So I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What's your take from this report? I mean, to be honest with you, it's just like... It's almost becoming annoying to a certain degree. Like how we're just hearing, it's just all hearsay. Like every single thing is just like, oh, who's saying this? Is it real? Is it fake? Nobody really knows. Nobody, I feel like, will ever get to the bottom of it either. So, yeah, I'll leave it there. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for sticking with this channel. I know I kind of rambled in this video and the storage limit kept getting hit. So, thanks so much. And as always, go Jets.